Good morning. It's March 26, 2020. We're in the middle of pandemic and it's like early morning for me. And Charles and I are going to go for a walk around our subdivision in Maryland and come along with us. The sun is very bright. You can see some of the cherry blossoms as we walk past as we head towards the pond and path and whatnot.
The cherry blossoms line the entire subdivision, so Pond View and then the enclave, which is another little aspect of the subdivision. Basically, it's an enclave, it's separated from. So we didn't get to see any of the blossoms last year, but we definitely see them this year. And there's hundreds of them all throughout the subdivision as well. That basically, it's the primary landscape tree they're using in our subdivision.
This is the first time I'm using a selfie stick too, so you'll have to forgive my trying to get everything in, but we'll see how it goes.
You could drop the rod shorter too. It helps.
Well, I just made it longer so that we could get both of us in there as you walk away from it.
Well, I don't have to be in frame all the time.
I know, but I was just showing you why.
Do you want me to just walk behind you like this? And then
no,
I'm
I don't.
There's a giant, the stop button on the phone is right across my face.
At the moment, at least. Okay, so we are now near the dog park, which is over there behind us. We just walked past it. And there's a pond, which is why we're called Pond View. They're behind me now, where Charles is. This is my first time over here. We've been here since last July, so 7-8 months. Oh, that's pretty. The sun is bright behind me now, obviously, but the little gazebo and dock, I guess we're allowed to put canoes in, maybe? I don't know. But there's a park over here as well, which we're gonna head to very shortly. There's a couple of paths that we're going to follow. We're going to go and see what else is around. It's really nice. It's very lovely out this morning. It's about 3 degrees Celsius. Charles just yelled that be careful on the bridge. The wood is slippery. So it's very nice though. The whole subdivision at Pond View is very young. The house that we're in is only, what, 2 years old, 3 years old maybe, at most. And it's very lovely. The whole neighborhood is very lovely. They're still building 10 more houses just up the road, so. So Charles is on the other side of the pond there now. I think you can see him by the fence. He said, don't come this way, go around. So I'm gonna go back up across the slippery bridge with the sun behind me now. Oh, that looks so pretty. I look beautiful. Okay, so yeah. I'm going to follow the path this way towards the park. And it's backwards, you can't see it. But that's okay. So I'm going to go this way. Can you see Charles in the trees? Being silly. Sun is in my eyes again, so I apologize for squinting. It is a very beautiful morning, goodness. Birds are singing, airplanes are flying, though I don't know what they're flying during this pandemic, since there's supposed to be no travel as of today, well, as of a week ago or some more. but we're right by BWI, so it's planes go overhead a lot, quite often. Oh, and now I'm in the shade. Pond view, pier and pond rules, catch and release fishing only. No motorized watercraft. It's pretty small, so that makes sense. Use of personal flotation device is advised. Should have brought a garbage bag.
I was thinking we're gonna have to walk around with the cloth because there's a bunch of trash along the side. Like snack bags and
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have a fire pit. And more garbage. Should have brought a garbage bag like I just said.
There's no garbage can over here, is there?
No.
Because people are supposed to pack their trash there.
Which shouldn't be that hard considering we live across the street.
Yeah. It requires some forethought.
Yeah. But I know that there's been a few kids have come out.
I'm guessing the straw is not very flammable currently.
Now with all this rain.
The trail is best over here. I mean, it's been raining a lot the last couple days, but there's probably some wet spots. But
It's very mulchy.
yeah, I think they tried to use mulch again as walking substrate. Probably not. Look at the legions off the trees.
Oh,
It's off the bark probably. See all the greenery just popping out everywhere too. I mean, it's been popping out for a month. But, I've seen some busted down mushrooms too, so like fungus is out growing. There's a wasted bag of cement. It still has the plastic wrap on the sides. Actually, the trail here is pretty dry. This is a higher point of the lot, right?
Yeah. On the other side of this fence is another subdivision. They just went up recently. As you can tell, the fence is like relatively brand new.
This is fine. I wonder what it is. It's very thorny.
Roses, probably.
Yeah, but there's like no branches on it. It's literally a thorn vine. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're growing straight up and everything. There's no leaves. There's curls.
Woo.
It's not a rose because look at the curls. It's a creeping bramble or something. Maybe it's a briar.
A briar patch.
Yeah, but like it's just brambles.
You never
They're all
know.
over the place here. They're shooting up. Like this is all new growth.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up online. It looks like a remnant of possibly a leaf from last year. It is, but that's what it is. It's all intertwined. It's like natural barbed wire. And it's just, this
Wow.
whole area is just completely full of it.
Crazy.
Trying to grab us on the trail.
It's a huge area of bramble.
Yeah, I didn't even notice this before. Must spread out by like rhizomes, because look at the stuff on the edge of the trail that's been cut back but it's sprouting again.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Sad. Yeah, I think a garbage cleanup will be a good idea. These guys are dueling. Two different vines, but they're now intertwined. Broken glass. It's pretty tall too. Let's climb up. I mean, it's just in that area now, but I imagine it's going to spread more.
The path is really nice back here too. So how long is the path, baby?
When I was doing my run, I think if you go through the whole route, it's less than half a mile.
So like deck 4?
Like deck 4, yeah. Probably a little bit more than one loop of the ship. Because one loop is only a third of a mile. Oyster shells? One, people came over and ate oysters in the park, which seems unlikely because this one's well worn. Two is a sign of like old home sites. So I've learned from watching YouTube videos, particularly when you're away from the ocean and you're finding oyster shell like this, it means there was likely something here. So maybe I'll run my metal detector through in the spring, through the park here, see if we find anything. Be interesting to see. I mean, that's the first one I saw, and it's near recently excavated because they cut the path through here.
Yep.
So there's soil that's been turned up and everything. So if they turned up some oyster shell in here, and again not fossilized, there's a good chance that there might be something here.
So the reference to deck 4 was that we go on cruises quite often, mostly Disney, and on the ships, deck 4 is the running lap or the jogging lap, so that you can continue exercising, training, whatever you're doing while you're cruising and enjoying all the extra yummy food. So if you're exercising and running, you're going to hopefully not gain as much while you're vacationing. But yeah, deck 4 is how long, baby?
It's a third of a mile. So
a third of a mile.
3
so
laps is a mile.
3 laps is 1 mile. So if this is just less than half, then it's similar to deck 4, right? So, oh, look at this tree here behind me now.
I just found there's more oyster shell over in part of the trail.
More oyster shells, yeah? That's cool.
This one's not as iridescent as the other one. The other one was quite shiny, like mother of pearl type finish. Looks pretty well worn. Then the sun blots us out.
Yeah.
Turn it away from the sun. Angle that way. There we go. So yeah, it's a little bit more beat up, but oyster shell nonetheless.
So now we're on the backside of the hill.
A lot. A blank lot. Possibly it was a home site there before. I mean, based on the divisions. Although I think these house lots were double wide, so maybe this was part of one of the homes on either side, and they sold the property to here.
Tree is really gorgeous.
All right, Julia, let's climb the hill.
Okay, hold on.
Do you want the double wide? Do you want the extra tall stairs, or do you want the scramble rocks?
You can do the scramble rocks.
They're both sides.
I'm gonna do stairs. I am not good at doing anything at the moment because I have a sore foot as well.
Yeah. You Probably wants to stare at me. There's a rope.
No, I'm facing you now. I keep turning it on and off so I can link it all in, so it's not just one continuous. Camera keeps falling too.
You might just need to get we might have another selfie stick or get one that's tighter. If you balance it, it doesn't fall. It's when you actually tilt it a little bit, I think it just grabs.
Are those berries?
Are they what?
Flower berries?
They're flowers. They almost look like pops. They're not. It could be like a ground ivy variation.
Oh, those too, yeah.
They grow straight up, but they have a square stem, so like could be related to mint. Yeah, you can feel the stem. It's a square. They look really fuzzy, the leaves.
Yeah, the top does. I just saw them because there was a little bit of dew on them, and
so the leaves are purple.
It caught my attention.
The leaves are purple, but then you'll see these tiny little flowering heads coming out the sides.
Yep.
I don't know what it is, but we could probably look it up at home. I think it's related to mint square stems, so looks like onion. You can see the house from here.
Yep.
You can also see the approach line of BWI, which flies right over our heads. In fact, there's a plane over there on approach. It's amazing there are still this many planes flying. Like literally one will come down to the airport on this approach like every 5 minutes.
Little small soccer field. Someone's home, so I'll go this way again. Dog park way over there. There's the pond.
I don't see it now, but I think I saw a woodpecker.
And that's the trees and the new subdivision beyond the fence over there that we just walked around. And the bramble bushes on the far side. And then the sun. So, should we go down the slide?
Maybe another day. I think you're terrified of this slide.
Maybe another day. It's a little wet. So this has been a lovely morning going for a walk. We're just heading back home. Oh, there's a puppy in the
Dog park.
Hi, puppy, in the dog park. So yeah, we're heading back home. Thanks for coming with us on our walk. It's been a very pleasant morning. It's so beautiful out.
He was excited to see you.
See, puppies are out. So thanks for coming along, and we'll do this again one day. Bring a garbage bag this time. Ha! Take care. Thanks.